Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you one big figure and one smaller figure, and they are from The Princess Bride. Woohoo! One of our classics and favorite, favorite classics, should I say. And today we have
Fezzik
and
Inigo Montoya.
Yes, so he definitely has the famous line that we always love to say. These are by McFarlane Toys, and we want to say a great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys
for sending these to us for free to share with you today. They look really cool, and this is the first time I'm seeing any kind of figures from that movie.
Yeah.
Really. So I'm glad that they decided to do it. There he is. It definitely looks just like the movie from what I'm seeing through the box. There's his picture from the movie, and here's some of the other characters. Stay tuned, because we do have
the Dread Pirate Roberts and Princess Buttercup on the way.
Princess Buttercup.
Yes.
Yes. They have 22 moving parts. That's awesome. All right, and it looks like he's going to come with his sword.
Yes.
That's a cool wraparound thing. And then Fezzik, he's kind of heavy, big here. And looks like he's definitely got the beard, eyes. He's got the black stuff around his eyes.
Yeah.
He's got the rock
and a peanut.
So, very cool they included those, if you know that line from the movie. And then there he is on the back with the others. So, that's really cool. Yeah, they gave him like the dark circles around his eyes. So we're going to go ahead and get these two out of their boxes and come back and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, and there they are out of their boxes, and they look really cool. So who are we going to show off first?
I guess Fezzik?
Okay, let's do it.
He's got his rock.
He's got his rock. He is able to hold the rock. There's like a skinnier part on the rock, and if you put it in his hand just the right way, he can actually hold on to it. So that's really cool. Let's take a look at his... Now he might... Yeah, I was going to say he's about to drop it while I do this. But, so there's his face. His face sculpt. They definitely captured the mouth and nose and everything. His, pronounced eyebrows. He's definitely got the hair going on. Look at that hair. And the big sideburns. And the 5 o'clock shadow. Or his looks like more like an 8 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
the one thing I've noticed, seeing it out of the package, I guess with all the glare and everything, I didn't think it looked as like him.
Right.
But now out of the box,
it does.
It really does.
Yeah, they did a great job. And then his like sackcloth shirt with the ties in the front, and the texture is really awesome on that. His belt, I think the belt will stay in place, so it is slightly askew, which is kind of like how he is anyway. And then you can see all the folds and everything of the fabric all the way around to the back. Got a little slit right there. It is a little bit rubbery, so a little bit of give for articulation. Look at his pants. I don't think I've ever seen a fabric like that, on a figure. And it's got the stripes in there, and I know exactly what this fabric looks like, and they've done a great job. It's almost like a colored denim with some pinstripes on it. But they did a great job recreating that. And the boots look really cool with all the folds and the flap at the top. And they're, of course, roughed up because he's a big rough guy. Well, he's actually like kind of a sweetheart, but but anyway, sign of the times. Looking really cool though. And I'm glad that they actually have a figure of him because he's awesome.
Yeah, and all of it looks, all of the texturing looks really cool, but like I had to really this particularly looks like does he have a cloth shirt? It looks like fabric. It doesn't look like plastic or whatever.
And then you have the seams and little stitching and everything, and it definitely looks of the error. You're gonna hold him a second.
Okay.
I forgot to show off. They do have these. You do get the stands. It says the Princess Bride. It's got the peg, which is awesome. And then we forgot to show off
the peanut.
So very, very cool. That he comes with the peanut. And you want to show off his articulation now?
All right. So let's take a look. So neck articulation, it's pretty good. It's goes side to side. He can look down a little bit. He can look up. So he's got a good range of motion there. He's got great range of motion at the shoulders, and it's really smooth, so it'll go around and out. He has the elbow articulation. It has like a single elbow joint rather than the double, but that's, it still has good range of motion there. And then he has the wrist, so the wrist will go back and forth. He has the waist articulation. He's got articulation at the hips, at the knees, and I like the way they've kind of hidden even the knee joint with the pants.
That's cool.
And then the ankle, and the ankle will roll as well as rotate, and then of course the toes. So very cool. He looks great too.
Alright, and now we'll take a look at Enigma Madoya. And he has the same stand as Fezzik. Did I say his name right?
Yes.
Okay. And then he comes with his awesome sword. If I can catch the light just right. It looks really cool, the details around there. It looks snake-like, but when you look up, it's not actually a snake. It's like almost like gears, or I don't know, like metal pieces all kind of connected. I expected to see like a snake head, but it looks really neat. I like how they did that. And then it goes all the way up to a point, and it is rubbery. So, and this part's a little stiffer, but it's not anything that wouldn't give.
Right.
So that looks really cool. So I don't think you're going to have a problem with breaking the tip off of it or anything. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. And his facial sculpt is spot on as well. Check it out. He's got the sideways glance. Dun-dun. He's got the cool mustache, and that's his hairstyle. Just like in the movie, he's got the over tunic and the little tie right here. I like how they have the ties. And then the collared shirt below it. And then there's his belt. His belt is more gold or brass than Fezzik's had. It was more silver, I think. And then he's got the brown pants, and even though he's mostly in tan and brown, it's different shades of everything.
Yeah.
So it gives him dimension. His boots as well. I like the top of his boots. Gives a really cool detailing. And I think his boots are kind of match the vest or the over tunic. But very cool guy, and of course we've quoted him many, many times. Alright, let's see his articulation. It's going to be basically the same, or?
There are going to be a couple of differences, and I didn't mention, I'll go back and kind of show him once again. I didn't realize that the elbow articulation is a single elbow joint, but it does rotate as well as bend, so it does give it a greater range of motion. So then for Inigo, he has good range of motion at the neck as well. He can look up, look down. He can look up slightly, but not much, just because of the hairstyle. He has good range of motion also at the shoulders, and he does, you can kind of see, he actually has the double butterfly shoulder to give him more range of motion, and it will also rotate as well as extending. He's got the bicep swivel. He actually has the double elbow. It's a little tight, but there you go. He has a double elbow, and then the wrist will twist as well as bend. He has the waist articulation. I feel like he has somewhat of a point under here, but I know that tunic, I was going to limit that to some extent. He has great range of motion at the hips. He has, let's see, the double knee, and the ankle, and the ankle will, same as the other, it will rotate as well as bend, and then of course the toes. So a couple of differences in it, but overall good range of motion on both of them. So very cool.
right, so there's
Fezzik
and
Inigo Montoya.
from The Princess Bride. They look really awesome, and I'm glad that we have some figures to represent one of our favorite classic movies.
Yeah, I have been waiting on these since I first saw them announce these, because this is not something you see a lot of.
No, definitely not.
Product on, so, and we love the movie, so it's great to see that, and they just looked awesome as well.
They do. They did a great job on these. So we want to say another great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys
for sending these to us for free to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.